goes live. Okay, so I should be live. We are testing here on my Linux build. My Linux build. I went full Linux. Wrestling reviews. We'll make sure we got all that set up. Okay. All right. All right, what's up, everybody? RevSauce9 here with an AEW review for you guys. I know I've been kind of not feeling good. I've been under the weather with the flu. I had the flu the past couple of days, and thank you, dude. I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate you. So real quickly, I need to address a video that I did a couple of days ago about JD from New York. I need to make this clear because I have a lot of ignorant people commenting on the video going, he's in the right, I'm in the wrong. Tony Khan has all to blame. It's not all Tony Khan's fault. In fact, Tony Khan has been put in a bad spot when it comes to wrestlers that have been hurt. A lot of people need to understand that real quickly. And another thing is that they're getting back on track. Tonight's show wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst show I've seen. And views are down across the board. If you want to go there, wrestling views are down across the board. So for a lot of you that have been commenting on that video, that was just me doing a reaction content type video. That's it. I'm going to do more of them. Depending on the content I like, depending on what I see, depending on what I do. I like doing them. They're fun. And my audience, you guys like it, so I do them. It was all out of fun. And I have an opinion, and I have a fucking mouth. And I just said it's wrong for somebody to call someone stupid for having an opinion that's not yours. That's all I said. And I think people ran with a narrative that is not true. I respect JD from New York, what he does. I give him all the credit in the world for what he does for the community. I do. But he has kind of been slipping and saying things that are not relevant or true and making up things that are not true. So when I did that video, I did that because my audience asked. And when I looked at everything and I saw everything, I went, okay, I'm going to do it for fun. This is what we're going to do. I'm making nothing at this, so why not? Why not? Why not? You know what I mean? So that's why I did what I did. Was it wrong or was it right? Up for people's interpretation. I could care less. I do this for fun. Like a lot of people got mad because I've been calling out people over the weekend into the past week, and then I got the flu, and I'm getting ready for Call of Duty this week. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock, we'll be playing lots and lots of Call of Duty throughout the weekend. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to play the campaign. We're going to go hard. But yeah, AEW wasn't a bad show tonight. It was average. I said the same thing about TNA. Last week, I've said the same thing about NXT. I've said the same thing about Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw wasn't good. I didn't really care for Monday Night Raw. They're still pushing the same thing in regurgitation mode. And they took the fucking belt off of Jey Uso for what? A storyline? That makes no sense. Then you got reports coming out after the show. Triple H planned on walking out of WWE. So everything in the wrestling world is a little bit erratic right now. Then you got Bobby Lashley making a video saying he's going to AEW. He put ink on paper. It'll be the largest contract that he's ever signed in his life. Oh, there's that. And for somebody to tell me, look, there has been ups and downs with AEW. I'm not a big fan of the Adam Cole shit right now. I'm not a big fan right now of Orange Cassidy just being pushed to a title. He doesn't need to be pushed for a title. I like the stuff they're doing with Kyle Fletcher. That shit's pretty fucking bomb. I think that should have been done a long time ago. Honestly, let's be real. Kyle Fletcher's good shit. I think he should be pushed. If you don't have your Wardlows of the world that everybody keeps telling me, Wardlows and Will Hobbs, you should be pushing this man. Push this man. Put him as a face of your product. You're doing the right thing with a Kadeshna, right? Konosuke Okashida, they're doing the right thing. They showed it at Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling over the weekend. I watched Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Guys, I did reviews on Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. I love how some of you don't go out and watch the wrestling shows, but you want to sit here and say how bad AEW is, how bad they are. Go watch pro wrestling. Look, WWE's been down. There's reports coming out that NXT was down in views. Guess what? Let me tell you, everything I've told you guys about views, it shouldn't even fucking matter. They're down in views. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why they're down in views. Let me explain it to you. Comcast and Spectrum, 1 and 2 in the United States right now next to DirecTV. Let me tell you real quickly what happened over this week. People are cutting the cord so quickly right now, internet-wise and cable-wise. People are cutting the cord. They're divorcing their companies. More and more people are. What are people doing? What are people doing? They're turning to pirate streams. Guys, pirate streams. I'm telling you guys. Everybody watches a pirate stream of some sort. When it comes to pay-per-views, when it comes to catching it live, it's happening because they don't simulcast it. They do not simulcast Monday Night Raw to the West Coast. I'm just lucky I have DirecTV streamed I can watch it. Same NXT, they don't. NXT got to go find third party. So they lose a viewer. They lose a viewer. Let's keep that one a buck. I love how these ignorant wrestling people come into my JD from New York video and say everything he says is 100% correct. No, he's been on the board for being wrong. He's just as wrong as Jim Cornette, Vince Russo, Eric Bischoff. I can go on and on and on with you on how many people that I can call out right now for being stupid. The only thing that I do agree with Jim Cornette is that politics that he wrote on his X. I agree with that. I was like, you know what, Jim Cornette, for once, I agree with you. For fucking once, I fucking agree with you. I don't agree with you with a lot of things, but I agree with you probably 10% of the time. But anyway, tonight's show, they started out with a bodyguard lineup of pretty much wrestlers that were waiting for John Moxley to come with his group, the BCC. You got that at the end of the show. BCC took out Chuck D. Chuck D's been trying to make a comeback, and then they made him out to be like they broke his neck. So he's not going to be out. He's going to be out for probably forever. I heard he was going to be a backstage person, probably be part of the writing team from what I've been reading and seeing with him. Scorpio Sky looks to be like a free agent, but who knows with that one. People said he signed a big major contract with AEW. He's appearing in GCW. Tonight, they fed Orange Cassidy. They have to. They have nobody else right now that they need. They can feed. Who are they going to feed? Who are they going to feed to John Moxley? What, a returning Will Hobbs? That's going to make no sense. What, Samoa Joe that's still filming video games? And why not, if you guys haven't seen it, the Yakuza trailer came out with him being the big boss. He's the big boss guy. Kenny Omega is also in the game. Kenny Omega is supposed to be coming back any day now. I love how some of these wrestling channels will sit back and say the show sucked, but I didn't think it really sucked. If you want to watch regurgitation and the same repeat, watch on Friday. Watch Roman Reigns get his ass beat for the third time. Watch him get his ass beat again. Then Jey Uso's going to come out and save his bitch ass. Guys, it's okay when WWE does it. This is the thing that I don't understand with you ignorant motherfuckers on the internet. I don't understand your logic. Your logic is flawed. You keep telling me how AEW can't do no wrong, but Triple H just almost walked out your company. These are the same very people who will sit here and say a Judgment Day with Raquel Rodriguez is one of the best things since sliced bread. What the fuck? Anna Jay, we're finally pushing Anna Jay. Finally. AEW is pushing their women's division. Finally, giving a sense of purpose. Camille got fed somebody important. Finally, Camille finally got a fucking victory over somebody that's not Up and coming. Finally, they fed her something that's not garbage. Queen Automata is pretty good shit. They fed her to her, yes, but Camille needs to look strong coming in soon. I think they're going to pull the trigger sooner than later of her turning on Monet. I already think Camille's going to be your next TBS champion. Hands down. Hands down. Britt Baker's going through health issues, things like that. Queen held it together. They got it together. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, Camille's gonna be rusty. She hasn't fought in a ring in a minute. I agree with that. But I think Camille will be your next TBS champion and get the belt off of Mercedes Moné. That's just a fact. Mercedes Moné's got to go. Like I'm kind of done with Mercedes Moné at this point. It's not good. It's not worked. She had a bad start to start with AEW. Again, like I said before, it was pretty fucking terrible bad. Tonight, honestly, I'm going to be real with you guys, and I know people are going to tell me, why would I say this? I kind of enjoyed the Ring of Honor World Champion ladder war match. I did. I know some people are going to tell me, oh my God, you enjoyed Chris Jericho match? Oh, hell. And I'll be like, yeah, I kind of did. I did. I will tell you, I kind of enjoyed the storytelling they told when that Ring of Honor championship match, and I knew how it was going to end. And they're already setting up, they're already giving you the next feud right there. They just went bang, feud next, boom. The Pitbull, good. I'm good with that. That's Tony Khan doing typical Tony Khan things. They need to do that more often. Well, so far I've striked out hardcore. I striked out twice. So I said it was going to be Sami Callihan. I was wrong. Sami Callihan re-signed with TNA. So I was wrong. I thought it maybe would be Eric Young, since Eric Young says he's a free agent right now. Thought it was going to be Eric Young because it gives me the vibes of Eric Young. Boy, I was wrong again, because Eric Young said he doesn't know what he's going to do the next point of his career. So, boy, I was wrong. It could be Shane McMahon. It could be somebody else. Who knows? At this point, I haven't seen Shane McMahon, so I don't know. Let's see. You feel better? I'm feeling better. I had the flu for 2 days. It wasn't fun. I was in my bed dying, but all is good now. Does the BBC storyline head to a possibility with Shane McMahon or someone else? I would like to, honestly, personal opinion, I'd like to see Shane McMahon in AEW. I've said it on the record before. I would love to see Shane McMahon. I think Shane McMahon still has a lot to give. I think Shane McMahon could be a great asset in AEW. I've said that to you guys before. Could be Josh Burnett. That's another crazy name. What's Up Dream? That could be a possibility. I do, and I know people are going to tell me, I like Chris Jericho here. I like what he did tonight. It was perfect. Chris Jericho, love him, hate him. You may like the storyline. You may not like the storyline, but I enjoyed the match and process. Anna Jay, they're pushing Anna Jay. They got to push Anna Jay. They didn't have her go do the whole circuit in Japan, not to have her be a big force. Is she ready for a title? No. I don't think she should hold a title right now, but just being in the upper card, sure. Let me get to you, Joshua. My bad. They duked it out. Shelton Benjamin was, hold on. Great, good wrestling story aside. You done with Mercedes, get that strong title back. Yeah, I'm with that. Let's see here. Big Bill over as hell. Yeah, Big Bill's over as hell. I agree with that. Thanks to the Redwood, this will make Ring of Honor more interesting. Yeah. They needed something for Ring of Honor. That's why I was kind of going, Chris Jericho's gimmick suits Ring of Honor, and that will give Ring of Honor a little bit of a push on television. I really hope Ring of Honor, with everything they've said, I hope it does go to True TV or TNT Sports that they're repackaging it as. I learned yesterday that Ricky Stark's contract is not expiring anytime soon. So why does TK not putting him on TV? Because they I'll tell you why that is. Just like Tony Khan's doing the reverse of what Vince McMahon's doing. When Vince McMahon would it would force his wrestlers to wrestle, right? And extend their contracts for injury time. What Tony Khan is just doing, he's just freezing contracts. Kind of like what Eric Bischoff would do. Eric Bischoff would have people on the sidelines that he wouldn't use, and they would just sit and collect a check. Pretty much what Tony Khan's doing is throwing his big dick around, basically. That's what you're getting. Part of my pun there. He's throwing his weight around, basically. Like the Lucha Brothers. The Lucha Brothers should have never fired their mouths off backstage. It came back to eat them hardcore in the paint. And I guarantee they turned around. I guarantee this. They probably turned around and they were talking shit. Like, don't shit where you eat. That's basically what's happening. They're getting fucked over because of it. And that serves them right. Like, you shouldn't be shitting where you eat. If I was working at a job and I was talking shit about working at another job and they're paying me better, what's going to happen to me? I'm going to get fired. That's just the fact. Ricky Starks, who knows? I don't know what they're going to do with him. Will Hobbs is medically cleared. They got people coming back off of injury. Will Hobbs, again, what are they going to do with him as far as the Don Callis family? Kyle Fletcher just cut the best promo of his life tonight. I think that's what you need to be doing. You need to start building some talent. And I think AEW is starting to recognize with the fucking hate that's going on. And Tony Khan is now starting to do things. Are you not picking up? Tony Khan's kind of listening to the online infantry. Like, he's showing off where the shows are going to be for the month. Then he's showing off matches that are happening next week and this week, scheduled matches. That's what everybody's been asking for. That's what I've been asking for. Give a reason for people to go to your show at whatever arena that you're going to be at. Another thing is ratings are down. People are cutting cords. That's why I laugh when people come to me about ratings. I don't take them serious anymore because everybody's cutting the cord. Time Warner, Spectrum, and fucking Comcast are crying in the articles on CNBC, MSNBC, and all these places because they're losing people. People are cutting a cord at a big rate. People are not buying cable or satellite as they once did. DirecTV just Dish Network just merged with DirecTV. That deal's happening, and however you want to slice it and dice it, people are going to more streaming services than they are sticking with television. Television is dying. It's a relic. What's going to happen is it's going to come down to paper. You're going to see it when WWE moves over to Netflix. You're going to see it more often. What's the situation with Triple H backstage? He walked out. That's all I can tell you. That's from what I understand, that he walked out. He wasn't happy with TKO and Creative. Or not letting him sign the wrestlers he wants to sign. He's mad that he didn't get Will Ospreay. He's been mad for a while, supposedly. And I guess they had some type of argument. From what the article states, he had an argument with Ari Emanuel over. And call me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You can. I didn't really spend time reading the article because I've been busy with other things like Call of Duty and getting ready for Call of Duty this weekend. I'm going to be probably doing uploads for my reviews because I'm going to be playing Call of Duty. I'm very excited about Call of Duty. So you guys will see live streams of Call of Duty here on this channel. Campaign and everything. We're going to go fucking hard. Yes, and I'm going to be buying some shitty energy drinks. I know. Some of you are going to be like, oh, God, you're buying Monster. Ugh. Yeah, I know. I feel you. But yeah, Rampage, they're giving you Rampage. This is another thing that people are not picking up. Rampage, they're giving you matches. Like, for real, Ring of Honor, Dark Order. Okay, I don't need to know any of this. Got Anna Jay and Layla Gray. Layla Gray looks hotter than shit. The Beast Mortos and versus Beef. Ricochet versus Nick Wayne. Kaneshita. Okay, all right. I'm not going to go through that spoiler shit. But that's one thing, like, people were saying Rampage was literally AEW. People were like, AEW's killing off Rampage. Okay. Rampage is still around, guys. It's been around for 3-4 weeks now. What about them being canceled? I'm still waiting for the dirt sheets to confirm that. Next week, in the next couple of weeks, we're getting Jamie Hayter versus Penelope Ford. Guys, you're getting matches scheduled. Buddy Matthews versus Adam Cole. You know, you guys are getting things, and I just don't understand why the hate's coming to AEW. Yeah, they're trying to get back on track. People are coming back off of injuries. It was nice to see Sammy Guevara being healthy for a change. You know, it's nice. It's nice that we're getting an Adam Cole. I didn't really like the whole Adam Cole and the Undisputed Kingdom shit. Like, that's still confusing to me. Just turn them the Undisputed Era. Just call them the Elite Era or something of the range, because I'm so sick and tired of Adam Cole floundering. Is he a face? Is he not a face? Is he face? Is he a heel? Which one is he? Like, it makes no sense. Hologram is injured after Wrestle Dream, so he's out. That's another big talent. I've been trying to tell you guys for a minute. AEW can't, like the last 2 years, the injury bugs, man. They can't get past it. Keith Lee's still battling health problems. A Scorpio Sky. Supposedly everybody in my community told me Scorpio Sky, but he's now showing up on indie dates, and I wouldn't be surprised. What's up, SSTV? Thank you for that. Make a love shout out to you, buddy. I'm just going to tell you guys straight up. I'm just going to tell you guys straight up. A lot of you will sit here and tell me that, oh, somebody else is saying this, that, and a third. Yeah, but they're reading the same news stories I do. Most of the news stories I get are from Sean Ross Sapp and the Wrestling Observer, Fightful, Sportskeeda. We're all getting them from the same place. It's just what opinion you want to hear. That's the goddamn truth at this point. We're all reading stuff like Google News. When I was watching the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on a Saturday, and I turned around to see how old Peter Frampton was, and I turned around and Triple H is having a disagreement with Creative, and him and Artie Manuel can't get on the same page. So I don't know that situation, but I will tell you, Triple H has not been happy. It shows in the shows, guys. It's been stale and regurgitated. I don't know how many of you are sitting here, and WWE hasn't been good the last couple weeks either. That's why their demographics are dropping. That's why their numbers are dropping. Not just because people are cutting cord. People are just getting tired. I have friends in here. I have community members that come to me and go, "Man, did you watch what I saw on SmackDown? It's stale and repetitive. I'll just watch the highlights. I don't need to sit and watch the product because I don't need to stomach myself 2 hours. I'll go watch." Like, a lot of my friends are all going to go watch the baseball game on I'll be rooting on the Dodgers because I'm an LA sports fan, but I'm an Angels fan, but I'll be rooting for Shohei Ohtani for sure. But I'll be watching for sure. See, the latest WWE lawsuit will not help either. Yeah, probably. What's up, Icon? Just doing a review of AEW Dynamite for the week. NXT viewerships are up in key demographics, but down in others. So there's that. Braun Breaker advances in the WWE Speed Tournament to face Sheamus in the next round. Interesting. And then the winner will go face Andrade for the Speed Championship. That's cool. The Motor Machine Guns, I like to see them. I love them. I like seeing them. No, because I just redid my computer. I will do that here in a second. And let me find my phone somewhere here. Hang on, guys. Let me look at Discord real quick on my phone. What link am I looking for, my friend? Did you see my post that I linked up on Discord? Where in Discord? Are you talking about Samantha Irving that everybody's telling me she's like legendary? Because Samantha Irving is not legendary to me. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's where you put it. Okay. Yeah, that sucks to hear. That really sucks to hear about Francisco Fernando Venezuela. They said they were going to honor him at the ball game. I guess he's not going to make that. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys, like, when you guys talk to me about Samantha Irving, I know a lot of you liked her. I wouldn't put her in the top 5 ever to do it. Some of you guys are making it way too much of that. I think some of you need to cool the shit down. Like for instance, if you want to go WWE announcers, Finkel's up there. I would say honestly, Chambers up there. Lillian Garcia's up there. Yeah. But some people could disagree. Yeah, some people could disagree with my opinion, but I don't know why we're putting her in the Gene Okerlund. Why are we putting that? Why are we even putting her in the same conversation as Gene Okerlund? Why? I'm left baffled with wrestling fans in 2024. You guys can disagree with me. That's fine. That's cool. I understand you guys. I get it. A lot of you said to me that Samantha Irving is this great shit on earth. And I'm happy that you guys believe that. I will give her the Cody Rhodes stuff. I will give her some of her flowers, but not everything was great with her. I didn't think she was that awesome. I would say I would take a Justin Roberts before her, Mike Rome before her. Like and yes, I would honestly say, and I love Lillian Garcia, but I would put her over Lillian Garcia. Actually, in fact, I'd actually put the chick on SmackDown, the one that does the announcing, over Lillian Garcia. I feel she's more up my alley with the whole grouchy Ozzy Osbourne voice. I love it. But that's just me. Like, Chrissy Hemme would be up there for me as an announcer. I liked Chrissy Hemme. Chrissy Hemme was great. Anyway, I am going to be right back. Give me 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to go run to the bathroom. Use the bathroom for a second. I apologize. Sometimes you got to get up and do things. Life says it's happening. Sorry, I don't have my be right back screen. I don't have everything set up. I just did this for wrestling stuff because I switched over to Linux, and I decided to move my stuff over to Linux. So it's working out great. I mean, everything's working out perfect for me on Linux so far. It's only when I move shit on this display I've noticed, but minus that, it's okay. By the way, I'm not saying, I'm not that person that'll call you stupid for having an opinion and a mouth like me within my chat, by the way. So if you guys are coming here and you're thinking I'm censoring your opinions, hell no, that's not me. I'm not that other guy that wears a baseball cap will tell you to fuck right off on X and tell you to go eat crap and doo-doo. I'm not that person. And by the way, not everything that everybody has to agree with me. Just because I think AEW was great tonight or average, and I'm calling it average, I would say it was a C minus. No, I would say C plus. I would say it's a C plus. I would say it's a 6. I would say it's a 6.0 for me. It wasn't trash. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. Okay? Some of you need to cool down. Cool down on the whole. It's the worst show ever. I watched some Impact with Dixie Carter back in the day. You want to talk about some trash? Let's go back in time. Eric Bischoff, Hulk Hogan days were pretty fucking bad in TNA. If we're going to go there in Impact, you guys need to cool down. It's not in the same vein. Some of you that are reaching for the skies on that one is ridiculous. I just have no idea why some of you are like some of my constituents out there, man, reaching for the skies on that one. And Big Bill looked nice. They're featuring talent tonight. Big Bill got a big pop. So I think some of you guys need to just chillax. You know, Adam Cole and Roderick Strong have to go through the gauntlet to see who can win 3 matches. That'll still be Adam Cole. Or what they could do is have Roderick Strong and then set up for Adam Cole down the road. I'd be okay with that. Yes, basically. And I'm telling you, I'm just telling you guys, like, straight up, just chillax, calm down, chill. Some of you guys got to chill. Like, for real, just chill. Like, you guys are making it out to be like AEW is like the next coming of WCW 2000. I wouldn't go that far. WCW 2000 was pretty fucking bad. AEW's not having fucking Cialis on a pole matches, okay? Or Viagra on a pole match and shoving it in Billy Kidman's mouth. You guys got to stop that shit. Like some of you guys that jump up and down and go, oh, AEW is a shit company because they're doing unprotected chair shots and bag spots and this week, I heard it this week. Oh, I can't believe they gave Chris Jericho the Ring of Honor champ. They're selling you a storyline. Which one is it? You don't want storylines, but you want storylines. Which one is it? And they got to build Adam Cole back up. Guys, they got to build Adam Cole back up, so they're feeding Buddy Matthews. Buddy Matthews just signed a big deal with AEW. Huge deal to be there. So yeah, not every favorite wrestler that you know is going to win something. And Bobby Lashley came out yesterday and said, oh, Moss is not going to have a future on WWE television because Triple H doesn't see black athletes as the future. That should tell you something. If it's coming from Bobby Lashley, you better know. Bobby Lashley been in the industry for too long. Honestly, I'm sorry, but I will tell you, Triple H is not my Booker of the Year. Same with Tony Khan. He's not my Booker of the Year. I would give that all the way to Scott D'Amore. If you guys didn't watch Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, you're under a tree. They put the highlights out there for you guys to watch on X. It was fantastic. Josh Alexander is one of a kind. I think WWE and AEW would be fools to not go after him. Delta showed up on NXT as a new name. She looked like Abaddon, but just better looking. Let's just keep that a buck. But let's get back into talking about the matches, honestly, before I get to game streaming for tonight. Came on the air of the BCC standing tall. Okay, they regurgitating the same thing. Excalibur with Daddy Magic, Matt Menard, and Tony Schiavone, which I like Matt Menard. Matt Menard is a pretty good welcome refresh on the announcement booth. To me, Matt Menard is better than what they had with Taz. That's just my personal opinion. Shelton Benjamin looking really good with MVP, defeating Sammy Guevara. Kyle Fletcher explains his action. I told you, Kyle Fletcher, man, he's going to have the best run of his career, I think, coming soon. I think him and Will Ospreay will blow the roof off coming soon. So I'm excited for that. Kadeshita, I'm excited for him and Ricochet. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Ricochet got protected in the last match. Will he lose here? I think he will. Ricochet should take a loss. Brian Cage and Lance Archer won a squash match. Pretty much it was a squash match. Chris Jericho defeats Mark Briscoe in Ladder Warfare to win the Ring of Honor. They'll have probably a third Pete match on that. Probably last man standing. The Undisputed Kingdom calls out MJF, which pretty much Adam Cole reintroduced himself as the leader of the Undisputed Kingdom, basically. That whole storyline's a little wishy-washy. I think they don't know what to do with it, and they're kind of putting Adam Cole as his own thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they put him back as a face part of that group, and then they just go that way. Or they'll tear the group apart. The House of Black, nice to see the House of Black back, defeating Kevin Koa, basically another squash match. And then we got Camille versus Queen Automata. This was a good match. Then you had Anna Jay in the back. That looks like it's going to heat up for Battle of the Belts. Jamie Hayter, again. Penelope Ford, great. Kip Sabian looking like $1 million, turning heel, being part of the Parseed, worshiping his father. Guys, that took me by surprise. Christian's got another person for his stable. Makes sense. Daniel Garcia, Private Party, defeat the Elite, which was good. They needed to. Private Party will probably be your new tag champions by the end of the year. So that was pretty much the show. Like I said, it was a C+ show. I wouldn't say it was terrible. I wouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't call it garbage. I wouldn't say it's the worst I've ever seen. But I will tell you guys straight up that, look, at the end of the day, I gave my opinion on somebody that makes wrestling content too, right? And I need to make this very clear. There was a lot of ignorance saying everything that person says, and it's like, okay, cool, you're regurgitating. You're a troll. You're regurgitating. It's cool. I love how people like to come into my comment section and regurgitate the same thing that people have already said. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. It was a quick review for tonight. I'm not going to spend a long time on this. I just wanted to come on, give you guys some type of a quick review. I'm going to get to some game streaming. We'll talk more wrestling when I pull up a live stream, once I get everything set up on my setup over here next to me. And I got to get a line in, or an auxiliary cord to plug into my monitor, into my Go XLR. But minus those things, and get some more coffee. We are back better than ever. Tomorrow, Call of Duty here on this channel. On Friday. I'm excited. And I don't know about Friday, because Friday's tough for me. Am I going to watch SmackDown, or am I going to sit and watch Major League Baseball World Series Game 1? That's going to be the hard part for me and whatnot. So anyway, my name's RevSauce9. Hope you enjoyed this quick review. I just wanted to come on and put something out there as far as the wrestling review goes. And I wanted to address my reaction video because, well, there are people down in the comment section that just don't get what I'm coming from. I wasn't talking about Tony Khan's a victim or anything like that. I just said Tony Khan was in the right. He didn't say anything wrong. All he said, everybody was entitled to their opinion. And for calling somebody stupid is just ignorant. I was just going and basically, he was crying in his video about it because Tony Khan called him out, Dax Hardwood. And then basically putting Top Dollar, AJ Francis, basically in AEW when he's a TNA wrestler. Like, get it right. He's not part of AEW, Mr. JD from New York. When you talk. Sometimes when he talks and he's trying to state his case, it's so hokey pokey. And he walks back things too. Like, for instance, he was trying so hard on X, to justify his statement why he called somebody stupid. You called somebody fucking stupid. Own up what you said. Why are you saying you're trying to, it's like Review Tech USA placing the blame at everybody else around him but himself. Today, he just got destroyed by J3 Kilobytes. And Review Tech USA is a fucking shithead. Let's keep that for real. Mr. collecting a year, 100,000 plus in revenue, and only gave his editor only 2,000 of it. That's fucking sad. That's using somebody. But anyway, my point is my point. I watch a lot of YouTube content. And when I addressed the whole JD from New York thing, I told you guys, I wasn't going to hold back. When you guys asked me, I said I wasn't going to hold back. So I didn't hold back. And I'm not sorry for my comments. It was basically saying, how could you censor somebody and then then it's the end of the world when everybody else is calling you out. He gets called out for being a clown all the time. That's why I call him Skip Bayless of the IWC, YWC, because he just is. Tell me when I'm telling lies. And look, I have respect for him, but his content's been going downhill for a while. So a lot of you wanted me to make that video. I did. While I was streaming, I like doing reaction content, and that's all it was. It's the same with another person that I roasted over the weekend. When I roasted that motherfucker over the weekend, it was just to get stuff off my chest. I don't throw punches anymore. I told you, new era of Rev Sauce. I'm going to do reactionary content. I'm going to do the things, and I'm going to have a mouth. I don't like the fact that and another thing, you guys keep coming to my channel and saying I'm a pro AEW channel. I'm not a pro AEW channel. In fact, I'm a pro wrestling channel. I cover everything. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, you gotcha. TNA, you gotcha. Like, when I have time, I don't just cover AEW. I just don't cover NXT. I just don't cover Raw and SmackDown. I cover everything. I love all wrestling. It's just so much wrestling to cover. Yeah, I understand. I understand where you're coming from, and I agree with that. But I want to make it very clear. When I made the content that I made, so you guys know why I made the content that I made. Honestly, it was because you guys asked. I wasn't, like, I asked you guys, hey, do you want to see some reactionary content? And a couple of you wanted it. And when I did the content, some of you liked it, some of you didn't. Like I said before, I can't please everybody, but what I could damn well do is make it fun. So, there you go. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I am definitely going to start up a game stream, get my OBS all nice and set up, get going for you guys tonight. I love you all. I don't know when my next review is going to be. It depends on how Call of Duty goes tomorrow and how I'm feeling, if I get burnt out or I'm in bed or whatever. I'm still getting over having the flu. I'm still, this morning I was really bad off, but I'm feeling better now. But last night, man, at this hour, I was shaking in my bed. Like, it was pretty bad. I was cold sweats, shivering, the whole thing, throwing up everywhere. It was pretty bad. So, I must have had food poisoning, the food flu. I must have had something. I must have ate something that made me sick. I don't know, but that's why you haven't seen me in 2 days. I did watch NXT. I did watch Monday Night Raw. I like the debut of Delta. I like the idea of things happening with NXT. I think NXT is heating up. I think Raw's trending down, and I think SmackDown's trending down. But that's just my personal opinion. And again, we can all agree to disagree on things. Anyway, I'm going to head out of here. I love you guys. As always, my name is Rev Sauce. Once again, I think I've covered enough of AEW for the show wasn't like the greatest show in the world. So keep that in mind. It was average. I would say watch the highlights. If you go around, just go watch the highlights. If you have it on your cloud DVR or whatever, go ahead and watch it. It's worth the watch. It's not garbage. It's not trash, as some of these YouTubers were saying. It's decent. I'll put it that way. Anyway,